welcome to a new video on the channel. So today we're going to be making deep sea slime. I have been seeing the slime since when I first started, and I've wanted to make it since forever. I think it's the prettiest thing. Well, of course, it's slime can make because there's more prettier things than slime. But this slime has some beads in it, and it's a good clear blue, which is for the deep sea part. So, without further ado, let's get ourselves started. So I'm going to show you the materials that I'm using for the slime. I am going to go savage mode, and I am not going to use a mixing tool. So my hands are going to get pretty dirty. However, we're going to need a bowl, a mixing bowl. You're going to need yourself a container, and I am using a green Easter egg because that reminds me just of the green grass that we have up here. And if you listen to that, there is actually some beads in here. Snap! As you can see, in there are the beads that I am planning to put on our slime. And they're just going to be fewer beads. So I will also show you a trick on how to measure exactly so your slime fits exactly into your container. I am using some blue food dye or food coloring. I am using, of course, clear glue. Here's my clear glue. And there's a lot in this bottle. And I am also using borax solution, which is very hot. I barely made it. And again, let's get us started! So the first thing that we're going to do to make sure that this slime fits exactly in our container where we want it is I'm going to measure out how much glue fits in my container, both in the lid, because the lid has a lot of space, and in the bottom part, approximately. And I'm going to go ahead, measure that out, and put that in the bowl. And I'll show you guys once those steps are completed. Hope that you cannot really wait because I'm going to pause this. So, this is the glue measured out. And I don't know if you can see that, but I added in some water. Maybe you can see that over here. See, there is water in here, but there's also glue. It's not just pure water. Whee! And I completely regret the choice of just using my fingers, so I'm used to using a straw as my mixing tool. Not a great choice, but now we're just going to go ahead and mix this all together. And the reason that you want to put at least a bit of water in it is that since you're making a type of clear slime, you want your clear slime to clear faster. So, when you actually put water in it, that allows the slime to be a bit less dense, I guess you could say. And it also lets it get a bit richer. So, I think that just adding water to the mix is a great thing. And it's really less water than glue. I know it looks like if it's pure water, but there's a lot of glue here. You can feel it once you mix it. So now what you're going to add is... No! It's okay. It should stay. Now what you're going to add is just one little drop of food coloring. And I will add that once you count to 3 with me. 1, 2, 3. Splat! And there's our drop of food coloring. And you just need one little drop for a batch this big. That is correct because blue is a very dark-ish color. See, there's more water right over here. And once you mix all of this in, it's going to turn to a very pretty blue, and I can guarantee you that. So I'm just going to keep this mixing up. So this is how my mix is starting to look like, and you could add in the beads at this moment, but I want to see how my slime turns out first, and I don't know, maybe I like it without beads, maybe I don't. So we're just going to see how this turns out. And I'm positive that I've said this in every single slime video that I do, but now we're going to add in our activator and make sure that you add this slowly, okay? Why do you want to add this slowly? Well, you want to add this slowly because if you don't, your slime doesn't become that stretchy. It becomes dense and firm. And slime's supposed to be slimy, not concrete. If that understands myself. So I'm just going to keep on adding until I get the condensity, I think you say? Yeah, until I get the condensity that I like. So we're just going to keep mixing in borax, mixing in the borax. You know the steps. So guys, this is how my slime turned out. It is a bit sticky, but you can of course fix that with a little tinge of contact lens solution or even borax. I want you guys to see how this actually looks on camera when you stretch it and it becomes clear. Kind of looks just blurry. But as you can see, maybe when it becomes kind of clear, those tiny little things that make the slime actually look of a good color are tiny little air bubbles. So, if you just let this set, the air bubbles will become one giant bubble and burst out of the slime, becoming it clear. However, I want to add in my beads right now and see how they look. So I'm just going to dump the beads on the top and see how good this looks. So there are my scattered beads, and you might not be able to see them, but there are actually tiny little crystal beads like these in the slime. Like right there. There's some right there. You can see them better if you cover the light. So anyway, I think they're way too little beads for this gigantic slime because it did turn out bigger than what I thought it would. However, I want you guys to see the final product. So what I'm actually thinking of doing and what I am going to do is I'm going to film part 2. Part 2 is going to be released right next week. Next week on Thursday. So again, just a week from today. So if you want to see part 2, please keep on watching my channel videos. I am going to add in a few more beads, but you're not really going to notice that. I forgot that big old bead. It was just on the outside looking at us. Bummers. But please subscribe if you want to see part 2 because this slime is awesome. Again, it's a bit sticky, but you can fix that, of course. And the last clip that I'm going to show you is this slime. Oh, look, I found the pearl. It's going to be this slime on the egg. So I'm going to go ahead and transfer this to the egg. So this is how the slime looks like in the egg. And I sprinkled some beads on the top just to add in that glimmer. And there is some clear beads again. There's one right here. There's one right here. A tiny one here. Another here. But the camera doesn't really take those. And then I sprinkled some more golden up here with a tinge of clear beads. Ah! Love this slime. And now what we're going to do is we're going to close the slime and just let it sit. Of course, I'm just going to give it this beads, kind of more of a mix. And then you're going to close your egg. And this is not really taking the color on camera, but it's a beautiful icy blue color in real life, of course. Just close the